And that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I'm making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.
Makad's Christy is a women's combat sports biopic that follows the same tropes as this year's first quarter release, the women's wrestling biopic under Avildsen's lens known as Queen of the Ring. The big difference here, aside from the sport, is Christy is far more mature and graphic as it leans more into the territory of an LGBTQ propaganda pic than strictly a sports flick. Katie O'Brien has a scene-stealing performance as boxer Lisa Holloway. Hands down, this has been O'Brien at her best since Love Lies Bleeding, as she gets to display a range of emotions instead of just standing there and looking imposing like when she was in Ant-Man or Mission Impossible. As a millennial, I like the depiction of the era of my childhood and teens, 2000s to the 2010s, as well as the depiction of Florida as a land of milk and honey. I like the honesty in Makad's film as opposed to Avildsen's, though they cover virtually the same subject matter. Ben Foster is a slack-jawed, conniving Jim Martin embodies the controlling and domineering spirit that capitalism, combined with Caucasoid colonization, fosters. I dislike the fact that by the end of the film, Christy blames her life choices on Jim when she chose to be with him to further her business. Her lack of self-efficacy at the end of the picture is troubling and gives the film a misandrous slant that isn't needed in a picture where Jim Martin's controlling mindset turns him homicidal. Meriwether, as Christy's mother, is a picture-perfect boomer parent, completely concerned about optics and maintaining the status quo than actually caring about her own offspring. Chad L. Coleman actually makes Don King not look like a joke. It's amazing how the supporting cast in Makad's picture truly overshadows Sydney Sweeney, who Hollywood has been pushing down audience throats for the past couple of years, but yet again her performance gets buried by actors that are more memorable than her, even without speaking, one not even her species. Christy's dog's response to Christy getting clocked in one choice scene now stands as one of the funniest scenes I've ever witnessed in a drama. Makad's film is important as an expose for the women's combat sports industry. Yes, a lot of these athletes marry their trainers/managers and often take up work on the side in the sex industry, whereas Queen of the Ring earlier this year handled these topics with kid gloves. Christy puts up an entertaining enough fight to tackle these subjects with no holds barred, but ultimately, Makad's film gets hindered by having a B-list actress like Sweeney star and focusing too heavily on Christy's sexual orientation than on her accolades in the ring, which need to be remembered and revered.
Pop your popcorn. That's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I'm making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.